Hey, what's up, guys? So we're gonna go into a 3-minute intro. If you have a problem with that, go ahead and fast forward. Look in the comments for the timestamps if the timestamps are yet posted. All right, class begins. This is about real talk, speculation, chit chat, shooting the breeze. Don't dribble the ball, me. If you feel for any reason I need to jump straight in it, this is not the channel for you. No complaints in the comment. Just leave. Simple as that. If it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you.
This is the bariatric gelatin bedtime recipe that took me from 198 to 147. It's natural, simple, has zero side effects, and takes less than a minute to make. Just one.
All right. So I had to speak on that. Hello, everybody who's in the chat. I'm going to talk about Nancy Guthrie momentarily. I just want to address some past comments. I understand a lot of people are impatient and they want me to just get to it. Okay. I may in the future include, and this is going to take me a minute. So if you don't have a minute to listen, then this is not the live for you. Just leave. But for those who are here and want to hear the reading, stay tuned. Right? If you're watching on a replay and you want to just jump straight to it, you might want to go ahead and check out the timestamps because I may include that information below in the comments, right? Because I'm impatient too. I don't like waiting on people. However, some of you guys have come into the comments very entitled, saying stuff like, "Oh, this is not about you. This is not. This is about Nancy." First of all, it's about me. It's my channel at True Crime Psychic. So it's most definitely about me, where I cover several cases. If I didn't care about Nancy, I wouldn't be doing it. I come with a genuine heart. Okay. People like JLR, when I started out, he was one of the people who started. We probably had about the same amount of subscribers and several others. You know how they are up to hundreds of thousands of subs now? For those who are coming at me saying, oh, you're in this for the money. They are up to hundreds of thousands, and JLR probably over 1 million at this point, right? It's because they do it consistently. That's about the money. Okay. I have other stuff going on, my own business where I'm already making money. I have my family, I have other things I have to tend to. So if you don't have time, then this is not your life. Again, if I was just about the money, which I mean, I definitely want to come live more frequently, but that's what I would have been doing. And also, with JLR, like I said, if you've seen some of his videos during the Summer Wells case and the way he did get most of his subscribers and viewers, it was a lot of drama going on, right? Out at what is it called again? Whatever hill that is. But anyway, I'm gonna move on. Just remember, if you're here for a quick live or a quick hits, that this is not it. This is not the channel. Go somewhere else. People who are saying I'm self-promoting, well, if you're not promoting for me, or if you don't want to, you know, if you don't want to spend the money to promote for me, or if you don't want to pay for me to come here live and do an exclusive, then don't complain. This isn't the live for you. All right. So now jumping into this, let me see what y'all saying. And I have a lot more to say, but I'm not gonna say it on this live. Do you still think she is buried at the address in the desert since all these distractions in the news? I didn't know about an address in the desert. Tell me about that. And I'm gonna get to this quickly today, but on the days that I don't, remember, guys, this isn't just about this isn't just about my readings or my psychic hits. Sloan Bella, she goes live and she speaks about her dog, her surgery, her cat, 50 million things during the live. And I do admire her accuracy as well. Let's see. I sent her the info on Instagram, Savannah, Brian, and Ashley to watch her YouTube. Oh, yeah. I sent Savannah a message as well. Savannah Guthrie. Thank you for doing that, because a lot of people are asking me to do, and that's going to be another live in the future, are asking me to reach out to the family, call the FBI, call the sheriff. You see it, you do it. I'm already spending a lot of energy during this live. I have my whole life, unless you're paying me to stop my world to do that. And by the way, I have, okay? Because I do care about these cases. And I've done it in the past where I was well received. For example, the Tristan Settles case in Tennessee. I also did it for Nancy Guthrie. I think this is the last time I'm calling the FBI. I was on hold for over an hour after I already did like a 2 hour or 3 hour live, right? And the intake took the information. However, I never got a call back. And you can tell that they really don't want to hear from psychics or people with, feeling they're picking up on spiritual energy. And you can ask the people who have cracked a lot of the high profile cases in true crime that's on YouTube, like the lady, Miss Sarafina. I think she, before Brian Laundrie, there was another case that she cracked. Again, with her, she said he slit his wrist. Brian slit his wrist before he was even found. And yes, this is my channel and I can self-promote. It's not promoting. It's giving you my level of accuracy, because why else would you want to listen to me? Like, I would never want to listen to a psychic or reader who's giving me information if I don't know that they have a proven track record. Like, why waste my time? I'm not here for, I want somebody that I know is real. So anyway, I saw that Brian Laundrie has shot himself, which you saw in the head, before he was found, and I said he will be dead. And I also said that he will be found on October 20th, 2021. Now, her name's Donna. She saw that he was slit the wrist. She was accurate. No, she said he slit his wrist. And I say she was accurate as well, even though I didn't see that. But so I feel like that's somebody you can trust. But if he shot himself with his non-dominant hand, which the autopsy said, then it would be a reason that he used his non-dominant hand. So clearly, she was seeing some things that were very much accurate. All right, so let's go on. But yeah, I did call the FBI, and like I said, if you guys want to contribute, if you feel like the FBI, the sheriff's office, at any time needs to hear this stuff, then go ahead and call them yourself and give them the leads yourself, because I'm already pouring a lot of energy into this. Like I said, for Savannah, I did leave a message to Savannah, and I mean, I'm not disappointed she didn't respond, because I'm sure she gets thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of messages a day. It's too much, you know. She probably doesn't even get a chance to read all of them. However, I did reach out to the brother Cameron, I think that's his name, as well, on IG. I meant to keep the put the screenshots up, but he never responded. I'm sure he gets a lot of messages too, but not as much. Guys, press the like button. But if you feel that this message needs to be heard, your likes do matter, your share does matter, your commenting does matter, because it'll push it out there to the people who need to see it, right? All right, let's continue. Ignore haters. Yeah. I mean, I understand where they're coming from. And some people said it in a nice way, a respectful way. And I take that. I receive it. I'm glad for the feedback. Love you all, you know, because I'm the same way. You know, even I don't know if you guys know Keith Edwards, if you follow politics or anything like that. I love his channels, but his thumbnails always get me. And his is way shorter than mine. It's only like 10 minutes. And whatever the point of the thumbnail is, it's like you got to get to the end of the video to, you know, get what you clicked on it for. And I'm short on patience. So I understand what some of you guys, what you guys are speaking about. But, you know, I know all right, I'm gonna just hurry up and fast forward halfway through till I get to the point that I want. And I've been blessed to have subscribers for years that don't mind how I flow. And I love them for that. I always tell them I can't take it myself. I can't even rewatch my lives. So I understand that. In the future, I will have a clip channel with just the snippets. And that's what you want to probably stay subscribed to. I would say still oh, guys, tongue tied, but still stay subscribed to me, and turn, if it's, you know, the longer ones are too much, turn the notifications to, you don't have to have it on all, but just still stay sub to me. So when I do drop my clip channel, you can subscribe to that, and that might suit you better. Guys, I'm hot and tired. All right, anyway. He wastes a lot of time local. Yeah. I mean, if people know how and I do have a lot of old videos he took off, it was a lot of dramatics in the case, but look, it got him to where he's at right now. All right, maybe I misheard the last live. You showed the house, the cat. Exactly. Oh my God. Somebody that's paying attention. See, you have a good attention span. I love it. Because there were people in the comments, I didn't get anything from the live. I didn't see anything at all. This didn't help me at all. I'm like, we literally showed. And I'm meant to have that up right now. I might do it another live. Don't feel like it, because I want to keep this kind of short. Guys, press the like button. Please share. Please comment. Whatever you can do. All right. Anyway, I'm like, I literally shared photos of how the backyard looks, where Nancy can be, et cetera, et cetera. And you saying I didn't share anything, but you wanted me to give you the exact address? Are you feeling that entitled? Again, those are who are listening, and you just want to get to the meat and bones. Remember, my channel is not always about the meat and bones. And I used to sit down and I used to just go straight to the meat and bones. Unless you are super chatting me or PayPaling me right now, to shut it down and just focus. That's a lot of energy that I'm drawing in, right? I'm taking on, these are dark cases, and I'm opening up my aura basically for you for that. And that's what I get. Right. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Maybe I misheard the last live. You showed the house and the cactus and two sheds, and you said there was a gorgeous house in front, and it showed desert um desert something back of house, property of Cedar Road. No, it was not. I never heard of that road before. Senderio. Um, so Mystic Brady, and I apologize because I was tired. It was 3 a.m. I kept calling her Brandy, and I know her name, but like I said, I haven't been on live in a while. We haven't spoken in a while, and it was 3 a.m. and I just did a 3 hour live. But she has said something about Colorado Road, but she also said something about there being a cactus. If you rewatch my last live, I'm going to make a playlist for Nancy Guthrie case. She says something about there being a hand cactus, like with three fingers. I forget how she did it. 5 feet away from where Nancy was. Now, I think she kind of described a different location because I feel like she had her more outside, but I was feeling like she was in the shed, right? But on that shed, literally was the same cactus that she was speaking of. It looked exactly like it. So yeah, Mystic Brady, and you saw some backyard. I thought she was behind the property in desert. I guess maybe I didn't hear clearly. Is she in shed? So I think Mystic Brady, like I said, has her outside, and I had a possible place a shed. I'm gonna get into that in a second. Yes, I watch him. He's a nice, cute guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I had a love hate relationship for JLR and Molly Go Lightly. Matter of fact, I was on Molly Go Lightly's channel for 5 hours talking one day, right? On her panel. But during the time they went to what was it called? Heels on the Ground, right? That's probably around the time me and JLR had about the same amount of subs. You see, he exceeded me by a lot right now because he goes live. He's consistent. But anyway, so the thing about it is with the Summer Wells case, they were very much involved and very much in it. But I was just upset. Like, I didn't feel like they were searching. And maybe that was entitled of me. Like some people in the comments feel really entitled. But I mean, that was the point of it. Heels on the ground, be out there looking for. So I was kind of disappointed on that. And I was kind of disappointed with the dramatics. Like I said, you got to check out my old lives. It goes in deep with what happened, but he's a very committed soul. That's one thing I could tell you. All right. So I know a lot of you guys want me to get into it. Short Legs mentioned Roller Coaster Road in Tucson. Oh, did she say something about that? I saw during JLR, the Roller Coaster Road is very close to Nancy Guthrie house. Okay. So I think I did hear her say something about Roller Coaster Road. All right. Thank you for mentioning that. So, and a lot of people, listen, I know Lori is bad. I just gotta say, because she honestly communicates with me a lot, like even off of here. And so we have these discussions, she wouldn't mind discussing it with you guys. But I spoke to her. I know a lot of people would complain about her cutting me off, et cetera, during my last live. And that's true. She can be like that. She said she only remembered cutting me off once, but okay, it is what it is. But she has helped out in some of my lives, like I said, where I was really accurate, like picking up on Brian Koberger's name and a ton of other stuff, like, because she was the one asking the questions and the answers that I was given. Every time a case would crack, they would come back like I was accurate. And if she didn't ask those things, I want to have them to say. But again, when people are on the panel, the time definitely should be limited. So I will definitely consider that. All right. So 19 minutes, 30 seconds in, we're going to get to the location first thing. And then after that, I will tell you who's involved, right? All right. So let me write this down so I don't forget. Might as well say 20 minutes in. All right. So the location, and I could be wrong. What I could tell you that I don't feel I'm wrong in at all is who's involved. But we'll start with the location. The location that I was picking up is Vladimir. Well, what I literally heard was Vladimir. All right. So point blank. So I searched the area. I saw that there was somebody named Vladimir that was that has a lot of property in that area. Heard Vladimir. As soon as I heard Vladimir, I was like, let me do a check. So I did my little check and it said it's somebody by that name. He owns a lot of property. All right. Right after I heard Vladimir, though, I got 4 digits. Like 5 numbers was trying to come through, but I wound up getting 4 of them. And coincidentally, there's a street called Vladimir Street. I'm not going to give you the exact number. If a YouTuber that I know, goes live on these cases, or the FBI or Nancy's family reaches out to me, I'll give them the exact address. It's the address of the house that I shared that has those 2 sheds in the back. I said she might be there. I will tell you when I'm feeling like it's 100%. Like when I said Brian Laundrie will be found. Yeah, this is important. For those who want to say self-promotion, it's important. Otherwise, why believe me? You understand? Because if you believe everybody that you watch on YouTube, you'll be going in a circle all day long. So anyway, when I heard Brian Laundrie, I heard he'll be found October 20th, 2021. He's dead due to gunshot wound to the head, right? So people who are questioning, even in the comments, mind you, after people want to say, quote unquote, I was self-promoting, there's people in the comments saying, oh, these psychics are wrong. Otherwise, I forget what they said, blah, 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 whatever. But I'm literally giving you information about me where I where I have a proven track record of accuracy. So how could you come to my comment section after and say that next person's going to get just ignored and hidden or whatever, right? So now moving back into it with this house address, I can't tell you 100% this is it, but I would say that because of my accuracy, I think that Nancy Guthrie, the FBI, JLR, whoever the heck wants to go out there and check Askel, because I'm over 30 hours away, so I'm not going. I'm in Pennsylvania. And I'm gonna get to the comments in a second, but they can go and see. Anyway, I heard 4 numbers right after I heard Vladimir. Coincidentally, those 4 numbers are linked to and I had what happened after is I asked AI, are these numbers linking up to any address in that area near Nancy Guthrie? And it couldn't find that, but it said the 4 numbers that I mentioned happens to be an area code to a house on Vladimir Street in Black Canyon City. There it goes. For those who can't be patient, 23 minutes, I said it. Black Canyon City, Arizona. Let me write that down too. 23 minutes in. All right. So it's Black Canyon City, Arizona. Arizona. And it said, AI said, so this was with the help of AI, going off the 4 numbers I heard, it said the 3 first numbers are the area code to a house. I'm sorry, to somebody's house on Vladimir Street, and also the first number after the area code was the first number of the prefix. It gave me more details. So I'm thinking that could possibly be it, right? So again, for those who say, they watched my live, they didn't get anything, Vladimir Street, Black Canyon City, Arizona. What else you want me to give you? But exact address, I think I'm only going to give that to law enforcement, Nancy's family, or a YouTuber that I know is covering the case, that's out there covering the case, or somebody that's willing to. Now, Can it be a different Vladimir? Yeah, it could be somebody named Vladimir that's connected to a family. There's a whole bunch of reasons I could have got a Vladimir. So I don't want to send you on a wild goose chase, but there's a chance, right? What I'm going to tell you next regarding who's involved, no, to me, that's more of a definite. All right, press the like, guys. I'm going to look at these comments real quick. You said Ella East or sounded like the street at the end of your life. I couldn't understand what street name you said because you ended right away. Sorry, I wasn't sure the word you said. There is Sandera Road. Yeah, I didn't say Sandera Road. I don't know what I said. Sandera Road is parallel to desert area outskirts of Tucson. Seems like a road that will take you to street that she's on. Okay. Um, Maybe. I am not sure. I only can tell you what I picked up on. And I think they said this other reader who also has accuracy, right? Because it's all about getting Nancy found, not who's right or wrong, but somebody else was saying Nogales or whatever, Nogales, I think that is. Um, I think that's a city, if I'm not mistaken. Um, if we got somebody to check out both areas, that's what's up. I'm getting she's in a river or running water, a small type creek in or around Catalina State Park. She actually came to me. She was sitting up in this water, lush greenery surrounded her. Thank you for sharing that, lovely Bright Star Tarot. I know. Okay, guys, you gotta excuse me. I need my new glasses, okay? I know, still think son-in-law, girl. Wait till I tell you. I know, still think the son-in-law is involved or connected, even though the sheriff says they are cleared. How can you see financial records of Nancy that fast, or his, or it takes time to see if there's a motive? Exactly. How do you clear people that fast is the question. Exactly. She was wearing blue. She was saying to me, Rose, tell them where I am. I am at. Tell them where I'm at. I'm an active psychic medium for 10 plus years. I read cards since my teens, so I blasted this. So, okay, cool. I'll check out your channel, guys. Check out Bright Star Tarot. Any notable businesses near the location? I'm not sure. I didn't check that out. All I can tell you is, shoot, can I tell you the area code? Well, I mean, I gave the whole city, Black Canyon City. Again, this is not something that I'm saying that I know. Like with Brian Laundrie, immediately, I know he's going to be found. It's going to be this day. Somebody else, who else? As I said, he's dead. That's it. The girl, and I don't like to say this about kids, but there's a couple kids. Audrey Cunningham, I said immediately, she's gone. I'll hold back even when I see it. So for me, yeah. So for me to say I don't like to give information unless I feel like I'm really sure. Like with Nancy Guthrie, I can tell you that there was death indicators around her. All right. Even when I pulled my first card on her, I got the Ten of Swords immediately. This time I got the death card, but death doesn't always mean death. It could mean transitioning or whatever, or changes. Obviously she's going through a lot. So Ten of Swords also for me could be something that's like she's in a bad way. She's in bad shape. Like, something very traumatic happened to her. So I'm not even quick right now, even though I saw death indicators, to call it for her right now. So for me to say I'm not calling her death, even though I saw the high possibility up in the 75% range, it's still a part of me holding back from saying that on her. But I'm going to say who's involved. Hey, what's up, Shavonia? Yeah, she has passed, or she wouldn't have to come to me. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I feel, but that's not what I'm calling right now. So, all right. How far are we in? So it's going to be 30 minutes in. I'm saying who's involved. I don't like to say this because I saw it on the last. Well, Yeah, I was seeing it and feeling it on one of my other lives, but I didn't say it. A lot of times I see and hear things and I don't say it. Like Lori came to me after saying some Luke was involved. I heard Luke during my live, but I'm like, I'm not mentioning every name that I hear. I'm holding back. So if a Luke is involved, like I was seconds away from saying Luke, but I resisted because again, I get family members. I got Charles, who I heard, well, after I asked AI, because I heard Charles, so I said, who is there Charles connected to the family? And AI said Nancy's late husband is named Charles. But somebody commented on one of my lives and stated that Cameron's, I think that's the son's name, but his first name is Charles. So I was either hearing the son or the dad. I don't know why, but that, you know. So I also get the family members. So now I'm going to say who's involved. During the live, there was a couple names that I got, and I stated them. One of the names I got was a Tom, and Lori started saying that the son-in-law's name is Tommaso. I'm like, I never heard of that. I didn't. So, and the reason again that I go into telling people, hey guys, I predicted Brian's name before he was even a headline. Like he wasn't even arrested. They're like, oh, you're self-promoting. No, now go ahead. Why would you listen to me? I need to know why I'm going to listen to somebody. It's important. All right. Right. So that's why I'm telling you, when I got Tom, hey, red flag, because I had no clue that was the son-in-law's name. But I still didn't want to go with that. If you check out my lives, I was like, okay, I'm not sure yet. I'm not 100% yet. There was a couple more things that were red flags for Tom. But let me tell you what was the strongest red flag. Was it yesterday or the day before? One of the two. And today, by the way, is February. Let me see. Push up my glasses. 18th, 2026. So it was either the 17th or the 16th, I feel. I was sitting down and I said, who's involved with the Nancy Guthrie case? I mean, who has something to do with this? And I heard science. I was like, science? Science? Is somebody, is she connected to anybody that's a scientist? And so I asked AI. AI was like, oh, and people in the comments, I know after, we're going to get the little smart ones that's going to say, oh, you use AI. Yeah, to help me try to piece together what I'm already hearing and seeing. So I asked, is she connected to anybody that's a scientist? And then it went into saying that there are people thinking that I forget what it was about certain labs. I forget. It had something to do with something else, right? But not necessarily the question I was asking. I said, no, that's not what I asked. Is there anybody, any family member or friend that's connected to her that is a scientist or is in the science profession? Why the heck Tommaso come up? Why did her son-in-law come up as a science teacher? Red flag, red flag. That was like a big red flag to me. So I'm gonna say Tommaso was involved. Now, it's easy to say that for the sheriff to say, hey, these people had been ruled out. That's because they didn't do a good enough, they didn't do their research enough. Yeah, he's ruled out because maybe he's not the person's blood you found there. Well, it wasn't they didn't find anybody's blood, but besides Nancy, I guess, but it wasn't his DNA. But how do they know that he's not linked to that person? It's not one person involved here. And also, different readers may be picking up different energies of different people because you're picking up energies of different people that's involved. For me, with all the professions in the world, guys, okay, with all the professions in the world, for me to call this person was a scientist or related or had a career in science and then I research it after previously getting um Tom's name on a live, and then I research it, and it comes up that Tommaso's a science teacher. That's it. End of story. He has something to do with it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And you can see in my old lives, I was holding back from saying that. Tommaso is yes. I will literally hold back when I see something because I'm like, I'm only getting like 80% of the energy or 70%. And I don't want to just, put it on them, especially since what's been the worst in true crime is doing it over the years. Brian Laundrie was my first case, by the way. But in and realizing the saddest story ever, almost every child that went missing had to do with the parent. Summer Wells, all of them, right? And by the way, guys, I saw a Dom molesting. I saw that quite clearly. It's some things like you can't take back. And I saw that those images was quite clear and it was sickening. All right, but moving on, the majority of cases, it would be the parent. And every time I would do another true crime case, I'm like, no, not again. I got to be reading this wrong. The mother again, the father again, they're involved. Sebastian Rogers' mother is involved in what happened to him. Like, how many times? Let it be a stranger for once. So this time, when I'm reading on this case with Nancy Guthrie, I'm like, wow. You hear me call his name during the live, but I'm like, wait, we're gonna hold off on family first. Even though I keep getting the 10 of cups, the 2 of cups. 2 of cups for me, usually always typically family. But we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. And I'm not even gonna nail him to the cross right now. So now I'm not even gonna say it's him. But the messages that came through to me 2 days ago when I wasn't even on live, and I specifically say, what is the profession of the person involved? And I'm gonna get scientists. I'm not, most people, it's a lot of truck drivers out there. Get a truck driver, something. I don't know. But yeah, undoubtedly, Tommaso is involved. I would never. Whew, I'm not gonna say what I was just about to say, but I'm calling it that she's passed. Yes. All right. So she called it again. Okay, so but I don't want to. I want to hold back. I want to have some faith. But again, I saw a lot of death indicators. Let's put it like that. I think they planned it so well, nothing can be traced back to him. That's what I think. Yeah. I think there was the majority of it was planned well, and I feel like it was not somebody's first time around the merry-go-round with doing stuff like this. There's also a part of it I think wasn't so well planned out, but the majority of it was. And you're very good at reading into this and seeing what is. Do you have a YouTube channel? He has a son. I don't know if he's involved, but a teacher would be a planner for sure. Okay. So Tommaso has a son. FBI has stated that they haven't cleared anyone. I don't believe the sheriff, and he can lie. So that suspects feel they're clear. You're right. You're right. Listen, do you guys know the Ellen Greenberg case? Guys, please press like. I love that that you helping me out because, like I said, that pushes the stream out there and gets it to who needs to see it, right? Like, I don't have the time and energy to stay on the phone with FBI for hours. They never get back to me, et cetera, et cetera. So how you can help and do your part is just pressing the like button. Simple. And hopefully the people that needs to see this stuff do. And maybe, hopefully it could get to Savannah and she takes it seriously. Girl, I feel for you. Nobody should lose their mother like this. Are you kidding me? Whew. And I'm sure Savannah doesn't want to believe this. And I'm sure Savannah is in a state of confusion. And I'm sure Savannah needs all the help, love, and support that she can get right now. Right. And does Annie know? That's a good question. I could shuffle some cards. I had faith. I didn't do anything but see an ad about this case, and boom, she came to me. I didn't even channel her. Cool. Wow. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle some cards. So again, guys, my accuracy, and I say this, I'm not bragging. If you hear my tone of voice, you can tell I'm not somebody that's like that, that's big headed and all whatever. I just think it's highly important that you know who you are getting your information from. Most of the time, I see things, I hear things, I feel things, and I don't say it. And I tell you when the energy is kind of low, it's medium, or it's high. So when I'm saying it's high for Tommaso, it's high for Tommaso. He literally has something to do with it. Clearly he's not the guy that went in and picked her up and did whatever, but he's somebody that made arrangements and that was part of this. Thank you so much. All right, let's check, guys. Thank you guys so much for pressing like. Y'all are amazing. You know that. And again, for those, if you watch me in the future, all of my lives are gonna have my intro. They're 3 minutes long. I understand everybody doesn't want to watch that. Fine. Go to the comments section. Again, I know I said this earlier, but I'm saying it again for those who are just coming in, and see if I got a timestamp. Because sometimes, like I said, I can't take long, lengthy lives either. So I get it. So see if you see timestamps to get you to the point that you want. Other than that, as far as the intro goes, it's 3 minutes long. Fast forward, don't watch it if you already watched it before and you already know my past readings. All right, so 42 minutes in, I'm gonna go on. Does Annie know? All right. Does Annie know that Tommaso played a part in this? Let's see. I'm gonna read this after my life. Okay. So does Annie know that Tommaso played a part in the disappearance of Nancy, in the abduction of Nancy? Does Annie know? That makes me, I feel so sick already. We got the Empress right here, right? This is the mother. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. The family is involved. Be careful who y'all let in the family, guys. Always talk to y'all children ahead of time. Let them know. Certain people we not letting into this family. All right. Does Annie know? Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. That's somebody with information coming forward for conversation. Queen of Wands, she is here by herself. I'm not picking up whether or not. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate you. I feel like right now, I feel like her energy is suspicious. Whether or not she's involved, I'm not getting to that part yet because I don't see that part yet. Right? I'm telling you what I can see. I can see Tommaso being involved. That's what I can see. High energy, no doubt about it. All right. Now, for her, what I'm seeing is I feel like she's suspect. She might have sensed something, felt something, saw something. I know some people think that she's involved herself. I believe that's what some people think. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But she seems like somebody, this person's very intelligent, you see? This person is very intelligent. They also seem kind of lonely. Like something's not thriving anymore by herself. I don't know. Are they going through some type of divorce? All right. Anyway, show me more. What about Annie? Does she know anything? Does she know Tommaso's involved? There's Knight of Cups. They seem, look, this don't look like a happy married couple. I'm just saying. Look, bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. I think she fears he's involved. Okay. And right now, again, going off of what I'm seeing in my energy, could she possibly be involved herself? That one I'm telling you, I don't know yet. It does not look like it. I haven't pulled that energy. I pulled the energy of Tommaso. He's 100%. Well, can't say 100%, 99, 99. But I feel like she's kind of suspect. All right, let's see some more. And maybe I will be able to tell. I might be able to tell later today or tomorrow. Sometimes energy doesn't all come at once. Let me see. Please press the like button while I look into this, guys. Knight of Wands, Five of Pentacles. There's a high energy of her feeling alone, like her not even feeling married. Like he's doing her own thing. She might see him in front of the computer. He does like a lot of research. He connects the dots. Like he's out here waiting for businessmen. Look at the car out over here, like to meet up to have certain discussions. It's a lot of planning going on. Show me more. She's by herself. I don't know. She feels lonely. She feels. Are they putting on a front like they're happy, like a happy couple? Because I don't see that. Show me more. Show me more. Nine of Swords. She suspects. We got the Magician at the bottom of that. Look, this person's nervous, not wanting to believe it. Oh my God. Show me more. She might see some evidence from somebody that's contacting him that she's not supposed to see. What's that sound? Was that my battery? Shoot. Hold on, guys. Let me get my board. So we don't power down. I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a minute. So, keep leaving them. All right, let's see. If y'all haven't watched this from the beginning, and y'all watching it over about 20 minutes in, I give the location, I believe, and about 42 minutes. And I start this reading on, does Annie know? Does Annie know? Does Annie know that Tommaso is involved? Wheel of Fortune. Death at the bottom of death at the bottom of the deck. Like Wheel of Fortune. I feel like if she doesn't know, she will know because birds of a feather flock together. She's suspicious about a lot of stuff, and she's getting red flags. Page of Wands and connecting these dots. This lady is highly intelligent. That's what I can see. What's she gonna do after though when she finds out? Let's see. I'm gonna pull a couple more cards. Does Annie know? Does Annie know that Tommaso is involved? Yeah, and I'm telling you guys, I don't mind ever being wrong because again, I'm human and that could happen. But I don't like to put myself out there. I don't like to look stupid, none of that. So I'm not gonna say, hey, 99%. I would say 100%, but I'm not God. So 99% Tommaso was involved. I heard it's somebody involved in science. He's a science teacher. I heard his name prior to on the live before. So, and for people who coming on saying, oh, I'm repeating myself, remind you, there's people coming on throughout my live that didn't hear that part. So allow me to continue. So for me to say, hey, it's Tommaso. Guess what, guys? Tommaso's involved. All right. So anyway, does Annie know? Does Annie know? You're not my master, my life, my rules. I'm unchained. I don't know. There's something about the situation, chains being broken, like her finding out about the situation or seeing things clearly. Yeah. This lady, does she happen to be like some type of reader? I feel like she has some type of spiritual energy attached to her, touching the boundless limits of the universe. Um, she has a high level of intuition as well. So she gonna pick up what she picks up. Kindle a spark, mind body unity. She has some type of spiritual ability and intuitiveness that's going to help her figure out, if she hasn't yet, that he has something to do with this. um she already suspects. All right, anyway, I was excited because I had my notification button on and then you just popped on start talking. I was yeah, I was getting ready to go. I'm in the car driving right now, running errands, enjoying this. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm happy you're here. I really love that you chiming in. I'm loving getting to know you, and I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And yeah, usually on my lives, I'll put one time and I'll go on a different time. It's just a basically a placeholder to let you know I plan on going on in the future. I think so too, but I hate saying it over and over because everybody's saying, "Oh, they're clear," but I don't know. I got a weird feeling she's definitely involved in faking it, pretending, but we could be wrong. Yeah. I mean, there's a possibility Annie's involved. I don't know. I didn't really. It's a possibility. The only thing I only tell you guys the stuff that I see for sure, and what I saw for sure, because I don't want to lie, is that Tommaso is involved. I feel Annie knows bad vibes from her too. You know what? I would say my side that's not connected spiritually, like my common sense side, would say would say she has something to do with this as well. But I'm just telling what I picked up spiritually. Unfortunately, I'm seeing the same on Tom. What are you seeing on Tom? I didn't see that. Maybe she knew after the fact. Yes, it's a possibility because what I was just pulling up in that read is somebody that's anxious, finding stuff out, putting clues together. And I was seeing somebody that has um an energy where they're not like they used to be. It's something that's not so happy in their relationship anymore. But y'all let me know because I don't really follow a lot online. Every once in a while I go to somebody like Pascal channel. I'm only there for like 5-10 minutes. So again, I said I understand those that have a short attention span and can't listen to my long lives and want me to dribble the ball, get to it. But again, this is my life. I'll take as long as I want. You can find another life. And those, if it doesn't apply to you guys, don't take it. I'm specifically speaking to the entitled people that come into my chat. And again, the ones that say it in love, I respect that. I love it. I receive it. And I'm hearing y'all out. But the other people that's coming being rude, y'all don't even matter. All right. So I want to know, is Savannah's suspects Tom. You know what? I thought about that too. I was wondering just now. I'm gonna pull some cards. Give me 1 second. Does Savannah? But yeah, keep the lives because sometimes I would get really tired of pulling energy. So some lives I like to just sit down and talk. This isn't one of those lives because I said I was gonna get to the point of telling you the location. Vladimir Street, guys. Again, it doesn't have to be that one. Not 100 on, not 100. So it's a possibility. Or if it's not Vladimir Street, it's somebody. If it's not Vladimir Street in Black Canyon City, it's somebody with the name Vladimir that could be connected to one of the few people that are involved in this case. Okay, so that's how that goes. So y'all internet sleuths put two and two together because I'm doing this. So when y'all say, "Hey, find out X, Y, or Z," y'all find it out. Go search and see how Vladimir could be connected. Come back and tell me because I want to know. Shoot, I have you come on a panel. You tell us what you found out. I heard the name Vladimir. All right. So let's see. Does Savannah suspect? Whew. So this lady, Savannah, she has a lot of, I felt the pain, but she has a lot of, I mean, y'all could imagine a lot of sadness on it. Does she suspect Tommaso? Does she suspect Tom? So guys, when I listen, when I said a Tom on my last live, where is Lori? She not on the live right now. She was like, basically, it's not a Tom, but it's a Tommaso. I'm like, I'm sure his nickname is Tom. That's Tom. That's who I heard. But anyway, all right. Does Savannah suspect? I don't know. I heard no, but I feel like she has to. So let's continue to read into this. Six of Pentacles. I feel like she's not sure. Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. Hold on. I feel like she's confused right now. Hold on, let me see. I really want to know too. Does she suspect Tommaso? Does Savannah suspect Tommaso? The Queen of Cups, the Emperor, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Okay, the Temperance. Some of you guys, the Strength. Who read? It's okay if you guys are picking up something different than me. Let me know what you feel in the comments, on the live, in the chat, live chat, in the comments. It doesn't matter, right? Because I'm curious, but I'm feeling like she's kind of wanting not to see this. I do have the Hierophant and the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all what I got from the top of the deck. I know y'all, a lot of y'all might not be into tarot, so y'all might not know, but let me go through my storyline real quick. I got the Queen of Cups and the Emperor and the Two of Swords. I feel like she doesn't want to see him. I feel like she, some things are right in front of her face, but she doesn't want to believe it. I mean, who would want to believe something like that? We have the Knight of Swords and the Temperance. The Strength and the Lovers. I feel like she doesn't want to believe it. Let me see. Does Savannah suspect Tom? Show me more. We have the Empress here, and we have the Nine of Wands. She doesn't want to believe it. However, I think she's still keeping a watch because she don't want to be stupid either. She sees what people are saying online and communities, and just in case, she might even try to trick him into finding out somehow, like disguising herself and trying to figure things out because she would do anything for her mother. But at the same time, I feel like there's certain things right in front of her that she doesn't want to believe unless she knew for sure. All right. Annie is wicked. Yes, I was pulling up some type of spiritual energy for her. Hold on. Show me Annie and her spiritual connection. Annie and her spiritual connection. Annie and her spiritual connection. Well, I got the death card here, but Annie and her spiritual connection. Show me. But then hold on. I had the Death and the Eight of Cups, so I don't know if it's a walking away. Was she? Is she still a Wiccan? Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so she has Eight of Swords. I think she suffers from some type of anxiety. Um, I see her being very sad still at this time with the Five of Cups here. This Eight of Pentacles shows me her practicing a craft, but I don't know how much she's into it at the moment. But I do see the practice being there, the Wiccan practice. All right. She is a professional. Okay. All right. Does Annie and Savannah's brother know? I reached out to the brother. I don't know if he even saw my message on Instagram. I just asked him to contact me. But you know how sometimes it's under request and it don't go straight to the inbox. Plus, like I said, he could have a whole bunch of messages from people with tips. But let's see, what did you say? Okay. Okay. Does Annie and Savannah's brother feel like Tommaso is involved? Does Annie and Savannah's brother feel like Tommaso's involved? The Fool, the Queen of Wands, the Hermit, the Three of Cups. I don't think so. Six of Wands, the Emperor, Eight of Pentacles. No, something has him thinking over it and what people are saying online. But I don't see a definite. His Three of Cups could be wondering around about the people that have been around him, though. I don't see a definite for him. Annie's energy is dark. Hey, what's up, Angel Wings? Time keeps coming up and the marriage card in every one of my decks. Body language is also red flag and Annie lost. Yeah, I think I only saw one clip of them. It was like a couple minutes. Or not even that. All right, Annie is involved in the disappearing of her mother and jealous of Savannah. It's a possibility. I picked up Tommaso for sure, though. Their marriage is different. It's a soulmate marriage, but not okay. So, all right. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you have any questions regarding this. I'll pull some cards. Show me the energy between. All right. We're gonna do what's next. Hold on one second. Let me fix my cards. Yeah. Yeah, I was picking that up on another live. Somebody was jealous. All right, so show me what's coming next in this case. What's happening next in this case? For those who are coming to the live and you weren't here at the start where I go into the location, I go into it about 20 minutes in, right? And I said, I heard Vladimir, that could be a person, but what I was linking it to was a Vladimir Street where she would be in Black Canyon City, Arizona. Actually, and there's two sheds in the backyard. I showed pictures of, the location last time. Am I 100% that that's the location? No. but it's worth a try, and checking into it. What I feel is a sure thing is someone, or somewhere by the name of Vladimir is linked in this case, whether it's the person directly and or that person is connected to somebody else in the case. Okay, so now what I heard, again, for those who are just coming in, the person who has something to do with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance, I heard his name on no, one of the last 2 or 3 lives. I heard Tom. It's him. I didn't want to say 100%. However, 2 days ago, when I asked, what's this person's profession? I got scientist, or I heard scientist. And I researched and I found out that Tommaso teaches science and biology in, I believe it's high school. So yeah, so we're going to say it's him. All right. Are the that's a good question. Oak Island. Okay, let me look into that. Let me see what deck to use. All right. Are the ransom notes real? So it's spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors. Are the ransom notes real in the Nancy Guthrie case? I keep hearing Tommaso knows what happened. Tommaso knows what happened. All right, guys. So remember, I told y'all too on February 13th, 2026. I said, shoot, was it 13th? No, it was February 10th. On my live, I said that something was going to go down 3 days later on February 13th. And what happened was the SWAT raided and they detained 3 people. So, okay. All right. So anyway, were the ransom notes real? We got the lover's card here. Were the ransom notes real? Were the ransom notes real? Knight of Wands. Ten of Cups. All right. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands. I feel like it's something to cause a distraction from the family. The 10 of Cups is something that represents the family. And the 9 of Wands is like building a wall. It's like a hindrance. Show me more. Show me more. Are the ransom notes real in the Nancy Guthrie's case? I heard distraction, and then I saw the Tower. At the bottom of the deck is the Devil. It feels more like, okay, all right. So I'm seeing five of Pentacles, the Devil right here. So unfortunately, I feel like that somebody in the case has something to do with the ransom notes. However, the ransom notes is just something to cause a distraction. See what I'm saying? So you don't have your eyes on the right people that are involved in the case. Show me more. Is that correct? Is that accurate? Ace of Wands, boom. Page of Wands, yes, look, accurate. It's something to bring a distraction. Correct, the World card. So it's to keep your eyes off the target and off the focus, right? Like, shoot, I'm thinking about something. I'm trying to think what's happened in politics lately, and they're like, oh, that's to keep you distracted from. Oh, like say for instance with ICE, et cetera, whatever. I don't want to bring politics here right now, whatever. But I'm just saying, some people would say that that's a distraction from the Epstein files. It's something to trigger distraction. regardless of what you believe. Okay. So let's see. Okay. I'm going to look into it. Oh, who's Kayla? O'Gallon girl. I'm going to look at that in a second. Guys, please press the like button, push this out there if you think that it should get heard. Because again, it's not just about me. I know some people come to my comments saying stuff like that. But literally, first of all, it's my channel. So for starters, you know. But second of all, a lot of you guys, again, and I said this earlier, I can repeat myself sometimes. I'm gonna repeat myself now. If you think I should call the FBI, you think I should call the sheriff department after this, and I'm like supposed to be the jack of all trades and multitasking the world while still, I'm a mom, business owner, veteran, all of that, and also give my energy here, then I'm gonna wait on the phone again 2 hours for people that won't get back to me. That lady's Anna Serafina. She told you guys on a live. FBI don't get back to me, even though I've broken numerous cases. So if y'all want to put that energy for us, put it forth. If not, understood. Press the like button because then it'll get it to who needs to hear it. Thank you so much. So, all right, let me get back to the question. Will the case be solved soon? All right. Will this case of Nancy Guthrie be solved soon? Wait, I thought the other day I might have heard something was gonna happen on the 18th. I might have, because I didn't post about it. I don't know. And today's the 18th, guys. 4:00 p.m. Eastern time. So I heard something. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna post it. I don't feel like it, because then I gotta turn on the app, start writing all this stuff. So that'd be interesting if we hear more later. We have the Temperance, so I think it might take a while with the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck. That's a card of patience, having to wait. It's also a card of healing. So Savannah needs as much hugs as she can get. Two of Pentacles at the top of the deck. All right, let's see. Three of Pentacles, they're working on it. Guys, don't let the FBI tell you. Don't listen. This is what y'all need to listen to. They are not doing as much as they can do. Not to get on the FBI. I'm sure there's a lot of great, amazing people on the force. I mean, I wasn't FBI. I'm United States Army veteran, by the way, guys. But to say they're doing all they can do, maybe they are. They're getting 4,000 leads a day. I couldn't imagine that type of job and having to try to call back and connect the dots or the leads. But they have not called probably half the leads back that they've gotten. And that could be a man force problem. They probably calling back the ones they think that are worthy of calling back or whatever. They definitely not calling back any psychics. So don't tell us to call them. You called them. Waste 4 hours of your life. But they are doing stuff though. See, they're clearly doing stuff. All right. I don't think when you get 4,000 leads a day, you could do as much as you need to in the first place, because there's going to be a lot that fall through. But they're trying. All right. So let's see. They're trying to put two and two together. Ten of Swords. So the case be solved soon. So now the question is this energy with the Ten of Swords towards, oh God, Nancy's passing and or them finding her? Let's look. Will they find her soon? Will this case be solved soon? Ten of Swords could also mean it won't be solved soon. So let's look. We need to see more. Will it be solved soon? All right. King of Swords. They might not be opening every letter, but they are trying to open some. 1/3, probably, to be exact. King of Swords right here. Bottom of the deck is Death. So again, this is a high energy death reading. I've seen less and was able to call death within seconds of a reading. She has a lot of indicators of death, as you see, but I try to hold back. And when I don't hold back, it's accurate. Tommaso has something to do with this. All right, let's continue. Seven of Pentacles. God, the Tower. Okay, so it's like it takes a while with the Seven of Pentacles, but the Tower right here, let's see what happens with the Tower. This is something explosive. This is when things fall, go up in flames, basically. Like the Tower falls. Show me more. Show me more. All right, the Queen of Swords. Someone has a lot. Someone starts to get pissed. Someone starts to get on these people. Maybe it's Savannah, as a matter of fact. Right now, what I think she's doing is holding her energy because she shed so much tears. She almost don't have any more to shed. So her body is working on on recuperating, on kind of trying to heal for a moment. And then she's about to get in they behinds about this, okay? But show me more. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Mask, the Seven of Swords. This is somebody you can't trust, somebody that lies, might be around you. You got to be careful of somebody that's wearing a mask. So somebody even around the family that cannot be trusted. All right. I know this isn't answering your question, but I'm trying to, see Six of Pentacles. Let's see. I think, and I'm hearing, even though Savannah has tried to have grace with Tommaso, that might eventually come to an end soon. She just needs a breather, right? Because she's having problems with emotional regulation. So Savannah's needing, God dang. She's needing a break. So anyway, here's the Eight of Swords. Let me see. Five of Wands. Okay, so what I'm seeing is possibly with this Eight of Swords and Five of Wands, somebody else might wind up being suspect that they're going to detain real soon. Are they going to find them guilty? Is this person going to be released? That's the question. All right, so timestamp 1 hour 17 minutes. But this Eight of Swords is somebody being like locked up in a cage, right? It also talks about anxiety, and it's multiple people here. Show me. There's going to be like multiple suspects. Show me. And there's also going to be fights in the family. Show me more. Show me more. Strength. Strength and a temperance. I feel like this is going to take longer than what people want. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. That's the slowest moving card on the deck. So I don't think it's going to happen quickly with connecting all the dots, especially leading up to the person that's in the highest position who kind of organized this. I feel like there is some type of sacred, what do you call it? It's a bond between these people where they don't tell on each other immediately. It's like some type of vow. Let me shuffle this deck. I'm gonna go back to that. I know some of you guys are waiting, but hold on. I didn't know I was gonna go into a deep reading. This was just to say the location and the name of the person involved. But let's see. Will they find Nancy Guthrie soon? Will this case will it be solved soon? Pride. Hold on. Here's the vow again. Promise. Like this person's married into the family right here. That has something to do with it. Yeah, here's the loss. Savannah. Oh my God. Like, I don't want to even imagine this pain. Poor girl. Yeah, this person's married into the family. There's Tom. There's Annie. There's Savannah lost. Okay, hold on. And I also, what was that card that just tried to come out? Okay, so I'm seeing loneliness. So Savannah is feeling loneliness, even though she has a sister. They're supposed to be around each other to comfort each other, like to talk. I think she's finding a problem with that too, because it feels like distance in between them. I'm gonna get to y'all comments. Hold on. I'm just seeing a lot. Show me more. Okay, so here's Savannah overloaded with stress. I don't know why she seems like she's facing this on her own, doesn't she? But she's gonna come up with some type of idea, a strategy, and along with, I guess, law enforcement or whoever's helping her out, where she's gonna be kind of sneaky in order to get what she wants, you know, or figure this case out. All right. So I want to clarify this tower before I come back up. I see it taking a while actually. They might wind up, it's a possibility, don't hold me to this. Hold me to Tommaso's involved though. But as far as this, it's a possibility they might retain her body before they get the culprit or the people involved. Okay. Because the Ten of Swords came right. It was 3 cards in. It didn't take long to get there. I think it was 7. No, it was 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. It feels like they're gonna find her body somehow, eventually. Let's say find her, right? Let me channel the energy or get into the energy of this not 10 of Swords, the Tower, to see what's gonna happen. That might happen soon. Hold on. Clarity on the Tower. Clarity on the Tower. Thank you guys for pressing like. Appreciate y'all. If y'all want me to keep coming on, I will do that. I'm gonna do some political reads soon too. I know a lot of us are probably on different sides. It's all cool. I'm gonna just read energy of what, you know, what we see happening in the future, or what I see happening in the future with everything that's going on, and not like be biased because of, you know, who I support or don't support. So all right, so clarity on the Tower. Clarity, show me. What's that? What is that that's gonna come out? Something explosive is gonna come out. What is that? 8 of Wands. Okay, it might move quickly. Actually, 2 of Wands. Somebody might be on the other side of the globe. You see that globe? And also, I was seeing before, somebody might possibly be linked to cryptocurrency, not cryptocurrency. Is that what it is? Bitcoin, something in Africa or something like that. Now, I'm not sensing the person's fate. You know, Africa's a whole continent for those who don't know. So, and there's a lot of fraud, money laundering in certain parts because of how whatever is set up. And somebody out there, you know, has connections. I feel like, yeah, that's so. Even though I feel like the ransom is the cause of distraction, somebody still might be there to kind of pick it up. All right, something is going to move fast though, whatever this is, something in the case, because the Tower is something that happens fast, suddenly, abrupt, boom, it goes up in flames right there. And then we have the 8 of Wands. And thank you for all y'all. I want to say this who are here listening to my reading, but please do remember that sometimes I do go on live and I'm just doing regular chit chat, but it'll just say that on the title, you know? So anyway, right here with the 8 of Wands, something's going to happen quickly, probably within the next 8 days or less. Let's see. Yeah. All right. I'm trying to see what that is. 5 of Pentacles. Show me more. Page of Pentacles. Nah. Hold on. I gotta do a full shuffle on this. What is this that's gonna happen? What's this that's gonna happen in the next 8 days? Within the next 8 days. Within the next 8 days, meaning any time from now till 8 days from now. Okay. What is that? The 26 6 days from now. What okay, what's this that's gonna happen? What's this? It's gonna happen in Nancy Guthrie's case. I heard mellow. I don't know if that's what mellow. Does anybody know anything named mellow in this situation? Okay, ask Chat GPT if you don't. I just heard the name mellow. Oh, bottom of the deck is the death card. Right here is the 2 of Swords. So I don't know if they're gonna find her within the next 6 days. I mean, not 6 days. Well, maybe it might be 6 days, guys. Okay, that'll be the 24th, I think. But we got the Two of Swords here. Bottom of the deck, Death card. All right, show me what's gonna happen in this time. Eight of Pentacles. All right, within 8 days. All right, what's this though? The latest would be March 8th, but it's gonna be before then. That's why I say within the next 8 days. What's this? Show me. What's this? Three of Cups, celebration. Bottom of the deck is Seven of Wands. So something hidden is going to come out to light. Somebody that's been sneaking around doing things that somebody's going to be found out about something. Yeah, they're going to be very sad. You see the sad squirrel. Hold on. Bottom of the deck is the sad squirrel. Seven of Swords. Somebody's going to be exposed about something too. All right, top of the deck is the Three of Cups. So celebration about what though? Ooh, the Tower. So they listen. They might just find the Tower again. That's something blown up. It's going up in flames. And sometimes for me, some people see this Three of Cups as celebrating that somebody's not passed on. But sometimes I see that as celebrating as somebody is. I mean, not celebrating because let me put it like this. Not us here in the 3D realm, right? But in the other realm, 5D spiritual realm, our ancestors, on the other side, etc. Celebration over there. But who's texting me? Oh my God. Listen, guys, I got somebody text me every single day. They family to my family, but every single day for the last 3 weeks. Good morning, good night, trying to get me to, I know I'm interrupting this. This is my life. So for those who complain, just don't watch it if you don't want to. But yeah, it's really annoying. They're trying to train me to say good morning and good night. I'm not going to. I want you to stop messaging me. Anyway, but let's see. All right, let's see. What is that? What is this? Knight of Cups. All right, what are you showing us? What's coming to the forefront? All right, I'm gonna have to. What's happening? What's this tower moment? What's this tower moment? I gotta get back to the comments in 1 second. Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. I don't know. Hold on. King of Pentacles. Page of Wands. What's this happening? Seven of Cups. Well, whatever it is, whether it's them finding Nancy or something else, I feel like something's going to hit by the 26th or sooner of February. All right. But the whole case, as far as being solved, I feel like it's going to take time. Seven of Pentacles takes time. The Strength card is something that takes time. All right, we are going to go back to, hold on. I just want to make sure that I just want to make sure that Nancy is found and they have closure. Yes, right? Listen, it was last year. I wasn't going to tell y'all this, but it was last year that my mother called, and my mom's very mature. She's not silly like me. I make a lot of jokes. I could be silly, whatever. But my mom, she's not that type. She's very serious person, right? Everybody has their personality. So one day I'm going to Philadelphia. I'm gonna, meet Dee out there. What's up, Dee, if you're watching this live? And I got a call from my mom saying she was abducted. I'm like, what? She was a hostage. I'm like, no, you're just playing. And then she's like, no, I'm not. And she was whispering. And I was like, wait, I'm like, you're playing. And she's like, no, I'm not. And I was ready to flip the car and turn and speed to New Jersey and try to figure out where the heck she was. And thank God my aunt came on the phone and said, oh, she was just playing. She couldn't take it anymore because she saw like I was really worked up. And it was too much because I was about to lose it. And the thing is, the reason it was so like surreal or real for me, it's like my mom's not one to play games. She doesn't play like that. So that really, yeah. So again, I'm sorry, Savannah is going through this. All right. So anyway, Tom also came. All right. Nancy refused that both. All right. Tom also came up as a gambler. They need money. Yeah, I think I saw that in my last live. There have been so many ransom notes, and that's ridiculous. All right. She said ransom notes are all bogus. She's not in Mexico. Okay. I just hope what they want. Wait. I just hope that they won't get away with it, and they won't get away with it, and someone will be brought to justice. Yes. It's Kayla involved. All right. I don't know who Kayla is, but let me ask. Is Kayla involved? I'm sure you probably told me who Kayla is by now. Is Kayla involved? Do everybody on the live or on the replay, do y'all know who Kayla is? Is Kayla involved? Is Kayla involved? Before I was picking up to whose last name starts with a S. It's the name that I'm trying to get out. I don't know. And I'm not saying they're involved, but they might be connected to the case somehow. I don't know. The Page of Swords, is Kayla involved? Ace of Wands, the Sun, the King of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is Six of Cups. That's nostalgia. It's somebody you know. Three of Pentacles is somebody working with somebody. So these cards, I'm gonna say no. I don't have a really. I'm feeling some type of connection, but there might be just connection. This might be the person connected to the family. I don't know what this is. This is telling me. I would have to go longer and deeper on a read. Shoot. Give me 1 second. I don't see Seven of Swords energy though. Hold on. Is Kayla involved? The Emperor. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. The Death. Like the cards are honestly giving me a kind of yeah, but I'm feeling not. And sometimes that'll happen where the cards will give me something, but I kind of feel no, and I'm right. So you take that part, how you take it, and read it how you want to read it, right? Let me clarify the Death card first before I get off of this. Is Kayla involved? Six of Wands, bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. I'm not really sure because I'm not pulling up their energy strong enough, I would say. Epstein files in ICE and government shut down, just to name a few big things to distract, right? Exactly. I think the sheriff is a little shady. Okay, so I don't really know the sheriff. I think I was on Pascal's live today for about I never stay on long, maybe like 3 to 5 minutes, and he played something about the sheriff, but I was distracted at the time. And he has said that a lot of people think it's something shady with the sheriff. I heard that part. Kayla is Luke Daly ex. Or current girlfriend from Land Rover, and they have been arrested together last year. Okay, well, I can tell you on one of my previous lives, probably 2 lives ago, I was hearing Luke, but I didn't say it. But Lori, short legs, had texted me something about a Luke being involved, and I messaged her back. Not that he was involved, but people suspect. And I had texted her back saying that I heard that name on my live, but I just didn't bring it up because sometimes energy wants to go ahead and give me too many people connected to a person, a family member, whatever. So I don't know. So it could possibly be. Again, guys, I tell you guys what I feel or can see strongly. And sometimes there are things that I don't always see strongly at first. So I can't say for that one. What I can say is Tommaso's connected to this. That's what I could say for sure, you know. All right. Oh, allegedly. Allegedly. Okay. You see what's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Okay. She was arrested on February 12th. Okay. Um, okay, so can Nancy be located north Black Canyon City, Arizona, or south? Okay, again, so for those who are just joining, she's asking, can Nancy be located in Black Canyon City, Arizona? Because I was picking up that Nancy, and she doesn't have to still be there. This could be a place where she was, but this is a specific house. Again, the FBI sheriff, a YouTuber who's out there moving around, they call me, I will give them the exact address. I don't need to be on anybody's live or anything like that. I just want somebody to honestly go there, knock the door, and see, or the shed. In all actuality, the house that I'm given is listed for sale. But the person that has it as an agent, matter of fact, on their real estate page, they don't even have a photo of themselves up. So it's kind of suspect. And then they have it listed at a high price where a lot of people won't even go look at the property. But anyway, in the back, their name starts with the J, which I was picking up a J letter on my another live. Not saying this is the person or this is the house. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Um, but yeah, so Black Canyon City. And so you're asking about Nogales. I think that Lady Donna Serafina picked up Nogales. Did anybody else, any other reader pick up Nogales? Do you know? All right. And how did Nogales get out there? Was it from her or was it from oh shoot. Gotta get on my cards. Hold on. Or was it just in the YouTube streets that's where she might be? Or did FBI, no, they wouldn't say anything. Well, who came up with Nogales originally? All right, hold on, guys. I'm gonna pick a deck. We're gonna go with this one. Is she anywhere near Black Canyon City, or was she anywhere near Canyon City? But I saw I shared a picture of the backyard, and that was on Vladimir Street. I'm not giving the exact number, but it was Vladimir Street in Black Canyon City, Arizona. I gave that one of my last slides. If anybody want to go sleuthing around, they figure out what house it is. All right. Is she anywhere near there? Is she anywhere near Black Canyon, Nancy, or was she? That could also do with the street that I was given in the pictures. It could also be somebody is connected to the house that was involved. So say Nancy's not in there, it could be somebody that is connected to her disappearance. All right, Page of Swords, bottom of the deck, the Lovers. Hold on. The Two of Wands. You see this person has a globe in their hand and they looking outwards. So there's two paths to take. Is Black Canyon City the way? Let's see. Is Black Canyon City the way? The Hermit. The Hermit, this would tell me like, I'm here underground. Um, even if she's not alive, even if she's not in the shed anymore, something about underground. So she would be, but she's slightly under, she would be lightly underground, whatever that means. Six of Cups, that might be where you could find her. Six of Cups is the coming back card. It's the soulmate card. It's the when somebody comes back in your life. So I mean, it's quite possible with the Six of Cups. Let me ask my Lenormand. Hold on, some fell. Some of those cards fell. Some type of name trying to come through. I think I just heard Rachel, but I'm not sure. And not saying that Rachel is involved. She could just be somehow connected to somebody. All right. Thank you for pressing like, guys. All right. So I got my Lenormand. And we're gonna shuffle. So is Nancy located near or around Black Canyon City? Is she located north of her home? Anywhere near Black Canyon City, possibly? If we get the house card, is she located? Scythe. So the Scythe card is an ending, a transition. It could be death. Her not being around anymore, but we got the Scythe card. So I mean, the Scythe card could literally mean no, she's not there, and or it could mean her body can be found there. So we're gonna continue. Please press the light. The bear, that's a card of protection. Over the anchor. Bottom of the deck is the letter. Hold on. Is she there? Is she on that Black Canyon? The ring. We have the letter. Because this could be a home address, even though I didn't get the house card. I'm not getting a clear message whether or not she is. I just see the possibility right here with the Two of Wands and the globe. This the choice of two paths and the Hermit and the Six of Cups. I would say it's light energy on there. I would not say the cards aren't showing me directly Black Canyon, but she could be around there. But again, it wouldn't hurt to check. All right, let's see Nogales. Let's see Nogales. Is she near or around Nogales, Arizona? Is she near or around? Is Nancy Guthrie near or around Nogales? Please press the like. Oh, we got the death. Oh, we got the tower card. Maybe she is. Maybe she is. We got the death card. Okay. So, but again, since I have a specific address, it wouldn't hurt for somebody to check that in the Black Canyon. But okay, we got the tower. That's where, again, if you were not listening or were not on the live, everything goes up in flames. You know, things fall apart. It's also, you know, talks about an ending. It's the ending. The Hierophant, to be with God, be with, you know, Six of Swords. All right, let's see. Hold on. Let me ask. So this was the card that came up for Nogales. So let's see. I'm gonna ask Lenormand. We actually have a card that's the house card in Lenormand. I'm sorry, I'm saying Lenormand, but in Lenormand. Let's see. It's Nancy. And guys, before and after the live, if y'all want to share, show some love, my energy and time. Well, my Cash App was supposed to be somewhere in the description. There it goes. There it goes. All right. Of course, you don't have to. I just left y'all being here. Pressing like is more than enough. But if you wanted to. All right. There got the angels. Show me if Nancy in the Gallus. Is she in the Gallus? Or close to there? Is she in the Gallus and or close to there? We have the fox, bottom of the deck, the memory, the moon, oh, the sun. I think I need to do a live where I just come on and pull tarot regarding, other possibilities. Because again, this is what you have to keep in mind. Um, as much as I say, and it is important for me to say that this, um, and people sometimes come to the comments and get upset that I'm saying my history of proven accuracy in high profile cases, but it's important so you know. As much as I got Brian Koberger's first, middle, and last name right, again, obviously I didn't get his whole last name. Nobody's gonna get Koberger. I got Co. But since I got that right, just like where I'm hearing the possible address, that's literally just one place. In order for me to have gotten his first, middle, and last name, I had wrote in the community page 5 names that it could possibly be. In the end, I had added 2 more, but it started out with 5. And then it was the second and third name, the second and third. So the first wasn't him. It wasn't, the person who's arrested now, well, convicted, right? The fourth and fifth were not him. They were just people connected to the family. So I'm saying that I have one specific address in Black Canyon City. I mean, I didn't put 3 different addresses out there to kind of increase the chances that one of those hits would actually be where Nancy is. I only got 1 hit. That's all I got. Again, other readers, I guess they're saying Nogales and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's a possibility. The Lenormand is not really showing me. I got the fox, the sun, right? And I'm just getting it as a possibility. So I think I need to do a more intense read on a possible location. Yeah, but that's what I need to do. So Nogales, it was showing kind of in tarot that it's a high possibility, the Nogales, but in Lenormand, that was not coming up. Show me, is Nancy in Nogales? The mountain. She's somewhere hilly though, but show me. And then I'm seeing water too. The clouds. So I gave y'all, I'm not even getting a house card. So I'm not 100% on that. I would say, yeah, I can't tell you. She was arrested February 12th. Okay. Kayla is Luke's wife. Kayla has a large criminal history, but she's not involved. Epstein is not involved. Politics not involved. Okay. What Range Rover? What Range Rover? When was this? Um Egyptian famous. No, this is not one of my regular lives where I'm doing one of those. And follow me at the Alchemy Goddess. I'll be doing readings over there. I'll let you guys know over here because I'm gonna split the channel because I know it's been years I've been doing both true crime and regular readings, and I can't log into that channel. Actually, I'm locked out, but I'll figure it out soon, and I'll be doing readings over there, Egyptian. Okay, what did they find in the back of the Range Rover? What did they find? The sun. Knight of Pentacles. Oh. The Magician, the Nine of Pentacles, a piece to the puzzle, some type of evidence. I don't know what it is. Who's Range Rover? Hmm. Live and learn, coach. I wonder if it's something belonging, whatever it is, because like I said, Tommaso is some type of teacher, and this looks like somebody teaching here, right? Something, coaching. Maybe something that belongs to Tommaso. Hmm. All right, greetings from UK. Greetings to you too, love. I want to go to the UK. I got quite a bit of family members out there I never met before. You're doing great. Thanks. Thank you. Maybe Savannah knows and the movie quotes were aimed towards that person who is a movie buff. She knows they will understand that she's onto them. Yep. Kayla is Savannah's okay. Kayla is Savannah's second cousin who's in jail on drug charges. Kayla's mom is Terry, Savannah's cousin. Terry used to kidnap Savannah and Annie when they were young. Oh, really? Wow. That's interesting. Kayla is not related to that's a rumor. Oh, okay. Many people have looked into Kayla to try to find proof of relationship, but there is none. Okay. I'm about I'm about 30 minutes. If you want to go, are you like me? Like, would you go on somebody's backyard? Actually, the home is listed for sale. I don't know if they are they getting anybody in that place. Maybe go take a look at it. Maybe ask to go see if the shed's open. Let me know. Come back and tell us what you found out. Maybe it's nothing, maybe it's something. But it would be a red flag if those sheds were locked and they said you can't gain access till you buy the property, right? Only Serafina has said that about Natalie's. Oh, it was just her? The Nagolis. Okay, okay. Is that where everybody was getting it from then? I think another reader came up with Nagolis. Okay. So it might be two that's saying that. No, I know what you meant. Yeah, the house is actually empty. It looks really nice inside. The outside looks oh my gosh. It don't look too hot. But they renovated. If I had another device, I would show you on it. Um but they renovated the inside. The inside's really nice. And there's two big sheds outside, back a big backyard. It's about yeah. Like I said, reach out to me. Maybe I'll give you the address. You could try to go look at it. I kind of want to go check it out. Okay. Tell them you want to show him. Tell them more than anything you want to see what's in the shed. um, shoot, listen, the FBI didn't call me back. Maybe email me at true crime got it. No, hold on. I'll put it in the chat because this used to be my old YouTube name before I changed to at True Crime Psychic. So I'm gonna put it in the chat. So a lot of times I'm like really busy, so I might be short in my response. I'm not like being rude or disrespectful or anything. Like, when you email me, I'm just gonna share the link. Hey, try to go see the property. Okay. So let me see. Sloan Bella says she passed away 3 days, um, and they are using this as a distraction. She may have. Sloan Bella, I like the way she I only tell you guys the stuff that I see for sure. Like, no, sometimes I tell y'all a little bit of everything, but then I'll tell you like the energy is not so strong. But sometimes even when the energy is not strong, people will come back and say it was still accurate. But it's just like this is sense of when I know something for sure. Like with guys, again, don't come in my comments for me because that's what y'all been doing. But like with Brian Laundrie, I knew for sure he how he would what the autopsy would say when they find him that he wasn't going to be alive, that he was going to be dead due to gunshot wound to the head, and the date they would find him on. Yeah, the exact date they would find him. Why do I repeat myself? Because there's a lot of people that are coming on here for the first time and never heard about me or know about me, and they didn't listen to the 3 minute live. 3 minute intro at the beginning of this. So I say that to say, I say that to say, when I say Tommaso, and I know like he was involved, I know he was involved because I'm not going to say, or I'll tell you it'll be a 75% chance. And to me, a 75% chance is not good enough. That's not good enough because I could still be off. So if I'm saying the energy is high, that was Tommaso, it's Tommaso. Allegedly now, y'all not gonna come to bring me to jail. Um, but with Sloan, Bella, I love the way, first of all, she's a beautiful woman. And I love the way, well, she's probably been tuning into energy many years before me, or somewhat before me, and to the degree she has. So when she sees stuff, she can immediately tell you, and it just comes out like smooth. She like walk you through, like people just coming up to her and she's seeing stuff immediately. And with me, I'll see it, but it'll just be certain hiccups. Now, there's one case that I feel like I could see deeper than her, which is, guys, that's not me being big. That's, listen, Sloan sees a heck of a lot of stuff that I don't see a lot faster than I see it. But and I could be wrong, but the one case that I picked up extra stuff, I feel like with Orrin and Orson West, I feel like she was a little bit off on that case. I could be wrong, we don't know. But I feel like the energy with Orrin and Orson West, was the West Boys, was so strong. Like I don't feel like I'm wrong on that at all. It's like they took their bodies to some like high underground place, like some, I forget how I explained it in my video, but like their bodies will never be found. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll see next year they found. And then y'all could come back and tell me I was wrong one time. But like the way it was done with those adopted babies, it was done amongst very high ranking individuals in this world, to the point that their bodies are like burnt up or whatever. It's, unfortunately, I don't see the mother finding them. And for me to say that, I don't want to say that, especially about children. Oh my God. I would never unless the energy was strong. So that's one thing. But other than that, I love Sloan Bella. I don't watch her like that because I don't like to watch longer lives. God bless you all. I know people complain about mine being long, but God bless you all who have the endurance for mine. I appreciate y'all. All right. Thank you for pressing like. On the 13th, after the SWAT, Luke was driving the Range Rover. They impounded it. But Luke isn't connected to Tom, is he? Because you said Luke is the ex of a cousin of theirs, right? So he's not connected to Tom. So it's what I'm guessing. So I don't know what they found in there. In a previous video, did you give the name of a Matthew? Actually, Lori Shortlegs mentioned all the names that I gave, and she did mention a Matthew. She said I said a Matthew. Hold on one second. I'm just gonna double check. Okay, guys, my bad. But yeah, she has Matthew as one of the names that I said. I seen the pictures. Yeah, that's a house that's actually located there. That's wow, 30. You live only 30 minutes from there. Luke has a brother named Matthew. That's interesting. Leslie, what's irresponsible? Are you saying the FBI not getting back to everybody's irresponsible? What color is the house on red? Well, I mean, listen, nobody's checking it out. Okay, we need somebody to go there, literally, and see what's going on. The FBI is not, so it's not literally irresponsible. I could be wrong again. The only thing that I said that I got right in this that I can tell you was Tommaso was involved. There's just a chance that this address is possibly somewhere Nancy was or is, or somebody connected to the somebody connected to the case. I don't have the pictures pulled up. I have watched a lot, and Tom keeps coming out, not just with you. Yeah, you know what? A lot of times, I guess Christina says she's watched you watched a lot of different tarot and stuff, and Tom keeps coming up. And that's a lot of times that's when you can put two and two together, especially when it's people that have good track records, right, with their reading. Like, that's a red flag there. Somebody you definitely want to look into. Tom came up with me for me without me even knowing who he was. So I think Savannah is, yeah, she needs to I don't know, look deeper into this as well. All right, I'm gonna just email me Madame Milshi or Mishi. That's a pretty name. All right. So anybody else have a question before we get off? I mean, for Leslie, I know Leslie says it's irresponsible. She's probably talking about me possibly giving the address to somebody. But again, the FBI didn't get back to me. Right? Probably won't. Savannah, she's probably has a million messages with a million tips. So, mine's is buried. She'll never see mine's. And her brother hasn't gotten back to me. So, what does it hurt? I mean, literally, the house is for sale. The house is for sale. So she's going to check out a house for sale. I don't remember what the color house is. I don't have it up in front of me. All right, guys, anybody has any questions before I get off? I'm going to pull a couple more tarot cards and then leave it at that. Thank you so much for being here. So show me going on with Nancy Guthrie, in case of Nancy Guthrie. Paradox. Attachment. Show me more. Expansion. All right, so I feel like, and then I got the movement card. I feel like she will be found. Something is happening. I think by the 26th, it could be the 22nd, but within 8 days. Is she alive? I have I have indicators of death, but I haven't said she's passed on yet. Let me see. I'm gonna look, but I don't know if I'm gonna even say if I hold on. Is she still with us? Is she still alive? All right, the energy is gonna have to be super high again for me to say she's passed. Let me get the cards in the right direction first. All right. So is Nancy still alive? Yes, Missy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm straight out back. Angel. Is Nancy still alive? Knight of Wands. Is she still alive? The devil. She was like in the presence of the devil. Again, guys, I say watch who you bring into your family. The Chariot. The Emperor. This guy's had the authority too. Five of Pentacles. Show me more. Four of Wands. Sadness. The Empress. All right. Show me what happened. Okay. Show me what happened to. Oh, also before I wasn't live when I got this, but I kept seeing over and over. This is not about the read I'm doing right now, but I kept seeing over and over something had to do with a foundation of stability or a house. And it was coming over and over. When I see stuff like that, like I know that it's relevant. Like that's what I kept seeing about Brian Laundrie because I would keep digging and going like every day, and it's just right away death, 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 death. Other people will say, "Oh, he's going to be alive. He's going to jail," but it's just that the energy was too strong. So what I kept seeing the other day was something regarding the house. I don't know if that was her house or if that's relevant in this case. Y'all internet sleuths find that out. I'm just connect what I'm saying spiritually to other things and maybe you can put it together. So I don't know if the husband left her with some type of fortune or with the house and somebody wants part of that. I don't know, like, what will his motive be? Does he plan on divorcing Annie? And before he goes, he wants to make sure. Right now, I'm doing speculation. Okay, guys. So it's a difference from when I'm seeing stuff spiritually. Well, part of it's speculation. The part that's not speculation is something that has to do with the house. Okay. Or foundation. That's not speculation. That's put that to the side. That's something I'm saying spiritually. But why would it have to do with the house is now speculation because I didn't see far into that, although I might be able to. But right now, it's speculation. And it's like, what's going on then? Are they heading for a divorce within the next 3 years? And before he heads out, he wants to get his cut? Is he that type of man to do something like that? To say, I want my share of the finances, because legally, if something happens while you're still married, then God, then that's marital money. Yeah, so if she gets her inheritance of the house or Nancy's estate or whatever else comes with it, then he also gets to financially benefit from that, right? And I'm hearing something about 3 years, so I don't know if they're gonna be dead. I mean, not dead, but the relationship is what I mean when I say dead. But if they're gonna be going through a divorce by then, and he's trying to make sure he gets his cut before he's out. Speculation right there. Again, what was coming up was something regarding the house. All right. Ooh, what am I? 5% on my phone? Hold on 1 second. It's trying to shut me down. It's like, yo, you've been talking too much and too long. Hold on. And if give me 1 second. All right, I think we charging now. So okay. Uh, so let's see, what was I answering again? All right, so something was regarding the house. It had something relevant to do with this as well, and something. Oh God, y'all, I'm tired. I'll be going through way too much, and I'm up here trying to pull energy too. But someone also felt entitled and um like feeling like they're owed something. Yeah. All right. Anyway, moving on. Wands, the devil, the chariot, the emperor, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. And I think the 4 of Wands here too. Look, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. I don't know. Were they even about to lose their house, Annie and her guy? Probably not. I don't know. But the 5 of Pentacles right here, it could do with health problem. It could be doing with financial issues, losing money. And 4 of Wands also represents a house. I don't know. But the Empress, the mom had money though. This the Empress, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. I don't know. Somebody needed their fair share. Hmm. But you asked me specifically if she passed on. I saw in my earlier reads that I saw a 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is something that is death or close to death. I don't know who's sending. Lori's sending me a whole bunch of messages. Come to my chat, girl. I'm not looking at them right now. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, who's the mom. And then we have the Last Judgment. The Judgment on most cards, you see somebody standing at a cemetery. And I mean, that's not what you're seeing here because this is a different deck. But typically the Judgment card, you see somebody, you see graves and you see skeletons. You see the graveyard, you see an ending. And for me, a lot of people don't read like this, but I can see with the Fool card, usually it's a new beginning in another life. The full card, see, 0, starting over spiritually. So I would say that there's a lot of indicators for that. Sorry, I stepped away. It's all good. Thank you so much, Madame Mishi, if you sent whatever my way. I really appreciate it. Like I said, yeah, you guys, I just appreciate y'all being here, chiming in, and just pressing like, in the YouTube. Put my name out there sometimes, every once in a while. So I'm gonna message you, like I said, message me now. If possible. And I'll send you the address. There's nothing wrong with getting into the house. It's for sale. Make sure you get in the shed. On my next live, come and tell me if you got in. Again, I mean, it could be a wild goose chase. I don't know, but it's worth looking into. I have listened to a lot, and Nancy, as I recall, has said a few times, says, Savannah, get them, and I love you. Wait. I have listened to a lot, and Nancy, as I recall, has said a few times, said, Savannah, get them, and I love you. Okay. So so other people that was reading on this case was felt the spirit of Nancy telling Savannah that she loves them. and for her, I mean, that she loves Savannah, and for Savannah to get them, meaning Annie and Tom. All right, guys. So last time I'm gonna do this rundown. I know y'all tired of me repeating myself, but every live in the beginning, it's gonna be a 3-minute intro because there's people that don't know about me, and I think it's important to know who you trust on a reading. Though I could be wrong, I do have a high level of accuracy, and so that's important to watch. You don't want to watch that, simply fast forward. I'm probably going to say this for the next week or two, and then I'll be done with it, right? And just fast forward past 3 minutes or look in the comments for timestamps to get you where you want to go. Yeah. All right, love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Press like, share, comment. See you next time.